I'm so excited to talk a little bit about our 2026 commitment campaign. You should have gotten a letter and a digital pledge card and materials in your email on Wednesday, October 1st, and or a hard copy pledge card should have come in the mail over the weekend. Who's already gotten it? Yeah. Oh, some people are holding them up completed. A+. I'll come get it right now. That is fantastic. If it hasn't made its way to your house, it's on its way. I know a bunch of them were delivered in the mail yesterday, and it is in your email. It will also be in the Friday newsletter every week through October. And here's why. We've shortened the commitment season to 1 month. So for the month of October, we're going to be thinking together about our scripture, which is Hebrews 12, verses 1 and 2. More on that in a minute. We're going to be thinking together about what it looks like to plan for God's future, the future God intends for this church. And at the same time that you all are making your financial commitments, our session committees are working on draft budgets so that by January, which is the beginning of our fiscal year, we have a calendar fiscal year here at Trinity, our session is able to adopt a budget. So it's more important than ever that you all attend to this during the month of October so that our session knows what resources we'll have to work with as we plan for next year. You will see in your letter, if you haven't read it already, that our financial goal for 2026 is $4,150,000. And I really also hope for increased participation. So increase in dollars, but also increase in how many people are giving financially to our church. That number should be 100%. There's no minimum amount, but committing something of what God has entrusted to us is an important act of gratitude and stewardship. So you'll see in the letter just a handful of goals for 2026. We're only planning for a modest increase in budget year over year, including a bump in our mission commitments to fund faith in action and creation care initiatives and increased support for our mission partners, and adding one more member to our staff who will help lead our education and spiritual formation initiatives, and then continuing as part of our annual practice to fund the ongoing maintenance of our campus rather than deferring and pushing that to some time down the road. You all know it's easier to do that in real time than to let things build up. So I look forward in this month to our thinking together about the race God has set before us. Each week, we're going to hear from some church members about why they are committed to Trinity. And this morning, we have the huge treat of hearing from John and Anna Elliott and their precious almost 1-year-old daughter, Ruth. Thank you, John and Anna.
Good morning. Our names are Anna and John Elliott, and we are honored to have been asked to spend a few minutes this morning talking about why we are excited to support Trinity during this upcoming commitment season.
We joined Trinity just 3 years ago, but this church has been a part of my life for a lot longer. My parents were members here in the 80s and early 90s, and I was even baptized here before we moved away from Atlanta. So when Anna and I started a search for a church home, I suggested we start with Trinity, which is also where our search ended.
We were originally drawn to Trinity because of the sense of community we felt here and the church's welcoming values. But Trinity has become an even bigger part of our lives since we welcomed our daughter Ruth last November. It's been, whether it's spending time with Miss Lucille and Miss Roz in the nursery, or dancing and singing with Miss Elizabeth during Sprouts story time, Ruth's social calendar is always packed with Trinity activities.
We are so grateful to have Trinity as a resource to help us navigate this new chapter of our lives. Although I didn't grow up attending Trinity, I was very involved in my local Presbyterian church, and it played a large role in the person I am today. And I'm so excited for Ruth to be able to experience the same things that I loved about church as a kid, whether it's singing in the choir or going to Montreat with youth group friends. And I hope that Trinity will be a safe place. And I hope that Trinity will be a safe space for Ruth to learn about love, kindness, and acceptance in an increasingly uncertain world.
The immense resources that Trinity offers families is such a huge blessing, but we know that we cannot take it for granted and that we need to do our part to contribute to Trinity to keep it thriving. By giving to Trinity each year, we hope to not only help sustain Trinity as a community resource for Ruth and kids like her today, but also to keep it flourishing for future generations. We all have different reasons for loving Trinity, but whatever yours are, we hope that you decide to give as well, so we can all keep Trinity strong now and in the future years to come. Thank you.